Our fourth problem today talks about the idea of revenue and break-even. The idea of breaking even means when your expenses, what you're spending, equals your income, the money you're taking in. So here we have a small business that's typing pages for a doctor. This is a very common thing where a doctor would take notes on a recorder, he would turn over that recorder electronically to someone else, and then they would input the data into the computer and then have his notes all typed up for a diagnosis or something long so he could consult that on his next time where he visited with his patients. So in this case, we have two scenarios we're going to have. We have the income equation and we have the expense equation. But before we look at that, we have to try to find out what we have as a situation. We're typing pages for a doctor. So in this case, we have to say, let P equal the number of pages. This actually is the only variable in our equation, so we can cross out the other let statement. Our income equation, we have to say, is found by what we're charging. So we have $5.50 per page produced. So our income is equal to $5.50 per page. Our expenses are twofold. One of our expenses is our startup costs, and they are $17.50. You have to buy a computer, buy a printer, buy things like that. So we have $1,750 plus there's an additional cost. Additionally, we're costing 50 cents per page. What is that? Maybe that's the cost of the ink, the paper, the electricity, things like that. So we also have a 50 cent per page cost. So the question is, when do we begin as a company to break even when our expenses are equal to our income? Well, this is a substitution problem. When expenses are equal to our income, we need to set these two equations equal to each other. And so that's what we're going to do. We say $5.50 P is equal to $17.50 plus 50 cents P. All we do now is we solve for P. Subtracting 50 cents P from each side of the equation. 5P equals $17.50. We divide by 5 and we get P equals $350. Sorry, 350 pages. To check this, all we need to do is we need to say what is the income. $5.50 times 350. Get my calculator. Income, $19.25. Now let's take a look and see what our expenses are. $17.50 plus 50 cents times 3